Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining and welcome back to Wall Street Silver. Our guest today is my good friend, Mark Yaxley. He is the Managing Director of Strategic Wealth Preservation. Welcome back, Mark.
Yeah, Ivan, good to see you again.
Yeah, it's great to see you. I wanted to get you on and talk about all the excitement that's happening in precious metals, all the craziness that's going on in the world. First, let's start off, I guess, with gold and silver. They're making these incredible moves in the past 6, 7 months. Then Donald Trump got, elected in the office, and then you've seen silver and gold take a little pullback. What are you seeing now?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was expected that if Donald got elected, that we'd see gold and silver pull back. It's exactly what the market's done. People moving money into the equities, moving money into crypto. So not surprising. Also, you could argue that we had topped out on gold and silver, at least in the near term. So probably a healthy pullback. But this week it's all about Russia and the United States and the escalation in the Ukraine. Typically these kind of war-driven headlines don't last that long, but it has provided a floor for gold and silver. It's kind of paused the pullback, which is good news for investors. And the question is, will this escalate further?
Do you think we're reaching a stage where, there's so much instability where it doesn't really even matter what the price of silver and gold is because the fundamentals are there, the instability around the world is there.
Hmm.
I have some people that were on this week that were saying, it's not even impossible for gold to hit 5,000 in the next 4 years after Trump's presidency is over. What do you see there?
I'd love to hear their arguments. I didn't catch that interview. I'd love to know, what is supportive of $5,000 gold. We've got a long way to go. That's doubling of the price within the next 4 years is, or I guess when Trump is out of office. Look, I do think that Democrats, if they get elected in the next round of elections, that it could be favorable for gold and silver. I completely agree. I think realistically, gold and silver move, in the two steps forward, one step back world. It's not always a straight line up. We
Yeah,
had a
you're
little
right.
bit of that, but it's a tough one. I'd say for investors' sake, they need to be realistic and they need to also factor in that there may be some good opportunities to sell metals at a profit between where we are today and 5,000. But again, I'd love to hear those arguments.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, now, how would a new investor watching right now, Mark, watching Mark Yaxley, they see us, they say they want to get into silver, gold. They're watching this interview. It's their first time getting into silver and gold. Like, how would you recommend them to get into precious metals, and what steps do you think they should take? Should they store it at home? Should they store it offshore? What do you think?
Look, if it's your very first purchase, you may be storing that precious metals at home. You may be making a relatively small purchase just to get your feet wet. You could do that locally if you have a coin dealer, or you could go online and use a company like SWP, for example.
Right.
Obviously we specialize in storing of precious metals. So if you're, buying more than, let's say, 10, $20,000 worth, you don't want to store that at home where it is uninsured and it comes with some level of risk. Then you might use an offshore, or sorry, a storage company like us. You might even move it offshore if you have a lot of it in Canada or the US and that makes you uncomfortable. But look, first time buyers, Ivan, dip your toes, get in the market, get started. It's a journey, it's a lifelong investment
Right.
that will serve you well. You got to start somewhere, though.
Are you seeking a secure, truly offshore solution to protect your wealth? Whether you're invested in gold, silver, or other precious metals, strategic wealth preservation is the strategic storage choice. Located in the Cayman Islands, SWP offers a state-of-the-art 6,000 square foot facility, purpose-built to safeguard your assets with unparalleled security and privacy. Why choose the Cayman Islands? This premier jurisdiction has zero taxes on stored precious metals, no reporting requirements, and complete peace of mind, making it the ideal solution for investors looking to diversify internationally. At SWP, your metals are fully segregated, allocated, and insured. You can buy online or in person. Plus, SWP has a dedicated logistics team that facilitates the global transportation of your precious metals from almost anywhere in the world. Learn more about SWP and how they can help secure your precious metals offshore. Visit swpcayman.com or call them today, and the link will be in the description below. Thanks. Yeah, absolutely. Let's say I have $100,000 in the SWP, let's say silver in your guys' vaults. And then in 3, 4 years' time, I say, hey, you know what? I want my silver back. Do you guys do that with no restrictions? What's the stuff there? Are you allowed to talk about those policies or?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean, the most important thing to remember is when you're buying physical metal, it's your personal property. Even if you're hiring a storage company like SWP to store the metal for you, you can always take delivery of it. We deliver metals back to the US and to Canada. So if you're storing offshore with us, we can deliver it back to your home. And if you're storing in Canada with us, which we also offer, obviously we can just move that back to your house as well. So
Right.
you always have the right to your metals, and or you can also sell it to us. Like if in the price goes up and you're like, hey, I want to cash in and make some money here and I want to move some money into another market, you can also sell either all or a portion of your holdings.
Let's say gold goes to a ridiculous level, like let's say it goes up 500 bucks in the next couple of months here, and then you start seeing a flood of people start wanting to sell their gold. Will you guys still have the backing to buy their gold or?
Yeah, absolutely. The
Nice.
market is very mature. There's a lot of liquidity in the market. SWP is
Nice.
well positioned in terms of liquidity. We've never had a transaction that we had to turn away.
Nice.
What I will say is the behavior that we're seeing right now, people tend to actually sell as the price goes down. You know, the
Oh,
psychology of
really?
human investors, right? When the price is going down, they should actually be buying, but instead they're selling. When the price is going
Right.
up, they're buying instead of selling. So it's
Right.
yeah, that's what we're seeing right now is a market where there are a lot of sellers currently, and that's reflective in the price going down. But what we've been telling other people is this is the opportunities that you should be buying and adding to your stack when there's a pullback in the price. You're getting better value.
Yeah, no, I totally see that because even in the stock market, like I've invested before, if I see the price start going down, people start panicking and you'll sell it. And then,
Mhm.
yeah, no, I totally understand that. What other things are you seeing in the market for silver and gold that are that's either surprising you, shocking you? Like, are you shocked that the mining sector is not growing and there's no money going into it compared to the price of silver and actual physical gold or in the markets? What do you see there?
Yeah, the miners are tricky. You know, it's all about picking the right stocks, eh?
Right,
So you're
right.
going to get into the miners. You're going to want to either get some good advice or a newsletter where there's a good history of performance. You know, Jeff Clark is a pretty good analyst. He does
Yeah,
a lot of really
absolutely.
good work with miners. So if you want to maybe check out Jeff Clark, you want to be making sure that you're picking the right ones. And you know, when times are good, miners cash in. They make a lot of money. They can outperform the physical gold by a significant margin. But when times are tough and prices are pulling back, you'll see money move out of the miners very quickly as well. So it can be a volatile market. That's the warning that comes with investing in miners.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what's concerning you, I guess, in the world right now, or what's on your mind? Is it just the most concerning thing is like what's happening in Ukraine, or is there other parts of the market that's concerning you, like real estate, or what is it?
I think, yeah, real estate definitely, you know, the markets, you know, you see a slowing market in Canada. I haven't studied the US market that closely, but I've heard that the market has slowed tremendously in Canada. Prices, you know, housing prices should start coming down. People aren't buying houses. They're unable to sell if they're sellers. But I'd be more worried about debt. You know, it's you've got a massive amount of debt already. We're coming out of the inflation cycle, but you've got a president now who's going to be looking to stimulate the markets and to get the markets moving,
Right.
and you know, with that is likely to come some debt as well. So I would worry about us just piling on to our already huge debt problem that we have, whether you be in the US or whether you be in Canada. And what is the long-term effects of that? And how much do we devalue the dollars that you and I are carrying in our pockets? Those are things that I'm certainly worried about.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially here in Canada. It's crazy. The amount of that they're printing and you could tell the dollar's being devalued every year and people at work or people are like at the grocery store, or even when I'm going to the gym, they don't understand why prices are going up. But if they understood inflation, oh man.
Yeah, it's true. Inflation is one of those concepts that people really do struggle to understand, even though it's in our lives every single day. It's literally robbing us every single day.
Right.
But you know, gold. Hey, one of the reasons to own gold and silver is it is a great long-term hedge against inflation. It tends to increase in value at about or just above the long-term inflation rates.
Right.
So if you're looking for a way to protect your money that you've already earned, you should really consider gold and silver as one of those solutions.
Yeah, absolutely agree. I want everyone to connect with you, Mark. Where can people find you? Where can they connect with you?
Sure. swpcayman.com is the website. It's a great website, a lot of information there. YouTube, we do our educational videos a little bit like this one. We focus on products and services in the precious metals industry, you can find us at SWP Inside the Vault on YouTube. It's a great place to get educated.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. And I highly recommend and encourage everyone to go check out SWP, go check out Mark, connect with all of them there. And please subscribe, hit the video, hit the button. Really thank you for everyone for watching the video. I appreciate it. And Mark, such a huge pleasure having you come down to Wall Street Silver like always.
Always good to see you, Ivan. Thank you.
Awesome. Talk to you soon.